great Saturday night entertainment. There you go. Will you please welcome Jedward?
Yeah.
The energy.
You know Johnathon Ross.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, Jonathan.
Can I ask you first, just to help me out and many people at home, who is John and who is Edward, and how do people tell you apart normally?
The way it tells the difference, I have like a kind of like an elf ear, a pointy ear.
Yes, a slightly malformed ear.
My teeth are more crooked than his. I have a scar on my nose. I remember I was little and I was walking and something smacked me in the face.
Oh, blimey.
And I used to have a scar on my face, but then I know it's kind of grown out. But like,
I have like a scar on top of my lip, and when I was like small, I fell off the bike. I was perfectly fine, but that's when I came up and I hit my head off the
But I still don't know which name goes with which series of charming disfigurements.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, which one's John?
Oh yeah, that's John.
Oh, that's John.
Yeah.
So John is the crookedy teeth, scar that grew
Loads
out.
of defects.
Lots of more defects.
Spots.
And Edward is, well, I would assume then the less damaged.
I'm the before the package is open.
He's survivor.
It's okay.
No, because sometimes me and Ed are wear, like, say for example, I could wear my hair down, so I'm representing him with his hair down because we're twins.
And then sometimes I have my hair flat, and then usually when we go into public places, we can't go into the same area because they get more recognised, and they recognise our really skinny jeans, but we're not wearing them right now.
Oh. Please, God, tell me there isn't a triplet waiting at home.
Imagine if... Oh, yeah. No, there's not.
What?
There's no triplet waiting at home.
Okay. But you imagine something then?
So much famous people have been on this couch.
Yes,
I know. I was in the green room watching, like, all the people who've been here.
Well, now listen,
like,
boys.
Take that, I've been sitting here.
Yeah, but you are famous people now as well.
Really? Not really.
Well, you are, in a certain way. I mean, maybe you haven't gone on to prove yourself in the way that you'd like to yet. Maybe you haven't got the fame you want. But, you know, you're well known.
We've got, like, a huge mountain to climb still. Like, we've only been on, like, a TV show for 7 weeks. The X Factor. But, like we still have to do so many different things.
Yeah.
And then we're on the Johnathon Ross show, and everyone the whole week's like, oh, my God, Johnathon Ross.
Edward, he's right here.
Oh, yeah. He's right here. But, hey, basically, it's really, really big deal.
Well, it's lovely for me to have you here because I like seeing you on the show. But I'm curious as to what you're going to do next. I know you've got a single out now, but what do you see as do you have a kind of a plan? Or because Louis Walsh is looking after you, I believe, isn't he? So he must have a serious plan. So what are you doing? Is it music only, or are you going to do TV as well? What are you hoping to do with yourself?
I think we want, like, the sky to be the limit for us, like, just like our hair. Do you know what I mean? So our hairs keep growing, and we just want to, like, do everything, like presenting, whatever comes our way, we'll give it a shot. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, we're new to everything. Like, 6 months ago, we couldn't even, like, hold a microphone, really. Like,
wow.
Yeah,
and then you didn't even have basic motor skills.
And we came then we made our way from Dublin all the way to the X Factor.
All the way from Ireland to here. Well, that's...
Yeah, like, it took a long time.
We're at Columbus.
But I'm excited for you. Because I like you. I'm going to come out in favour of the John and Edward. But when we announced you earlier, the audience, you seem to be divided somewhat still. There's a lot of cheers, and some people go, whoa.
I think it's mainly guys, but I don't know.
Mainly guys cheering, or maybe guys booing?
They could be there with their girlfriend, and they could be like, boo, but the girlfriend's like... Yeah. I'm only nice to guys.
Is that what's happening, ladies and gentlemen?
Do whatever you want to do.
Do whatever you want to do.
But what I love about you is you're young, you're full of optimism, and it's not getting you down. When people do act a little adversely towards you, it doesn't seem to bother you, and that's quite right.
I think, in a way, it's at the very start of the X Factor or whatever it is, because people have the option with me now, they can either hate us or they can like us. It's not kind of like, you know, with some acts, it's like, oh my God, they're amazing, they're amazing, they're amazing. And then if someone speaks out and goes, I don't really like them, they're kind of like, what? Or like, but
kind of to make an impression and kind of everyone to kind of go, I hate them, but then people kind of hate us, but love to hate us.
Yeah, so like if people hate you, then it's cool because...
Then the people that love you go, like, are more loving. They're like, I love them, I love them.
It's like some people like bananas and some people like strawberries.
Can I stop you for a second?
Okay.
I expressly said no Red Bull in their dressing room.
No branding.
Okay.
I don't drink Red Bull. Used to.
John, Edward.
Yeah.
John, are you a little disappointed that you've only given the J to the name of the Jedward? And you've given the whole Edward.
Yeah, like my whole full name's there. Like if we go solo, I can just cut off the J off all the leaflets.
You could just find any other old J. You could tour with me. We could be Jedward. You know,
Jedward.
Yeah.
That's it. That would get even more blues.
Already ditched me. Okay. Like, yeah, the name Jedward. I don't know, like the way it came...
Because I remember...
ages ago, I think our mom, like, she still doesn't know the difference between us. Like, she used to go... Say, for example, she thought it was John, she'd kind of go... and then she'd realize it was Edward, and she's like, oh, Edward.
Yeah.
So she'd go, Joy, Edward.
So she basically it was kind of always there, kind of Edward, or whatever. And then our fans, like, I don't know...
It's easier to chant, because when you're in a club, it's like, John and Edward, John and Edward. It's like, Jedward.
Yeah.
But like our fans like were always doing it and everything. They kind of combine both names, like, you know, kind of like Brangelina. But the thing is, like, we're not like a couple, but like...
Well, we
are brothers.
You kind of are, but you're not in the same way necessarily. I would hope not. Who came up with the hair? Where does the hair originate? Because it's a bold and wonderful statement you're making there.
Do you know how it actually originated?
Like, we're breaking gravity.
I remember...
It's a marvellous thing.
I remember I wanted to go get my hair cut, and I was like, Mom, can I actually go get my hair cut now? And then she's like, no. Then I went down to a shop and bought, like, this razor for, like, €8. Not a razor, and I shaved, like, the sides.
Because it only takes loads of skill to cut the top. Like, you'd put, like, loads of crazy stuff going on there, but the sides, you just shave it.
Yeah.
And then the sides got gradually taller and taller. And then usually when we used to be running, it was like this aerodynamic thing, like pierce through the wind.
Yeah, totally.
Like during a running race, we'd have it in a massive kind of like tower, kind of going on, shh. And we used to have it really, really jet blonde. And then that's because it's more aerodynamic when you're running.
The blonde is more aerodynamic.
Because see when your hair's down, like, it's like we used to have like your hair is cool as well.
Oh,
yeah. But if you have your hair to the side, okay, like you get all sweaty when you're running.
I noticed when my hair's down, I feel like there's like a curtain or something. So
you're not a big fan of the fringe? You don't like the curtain?
No, I think the fringe is cool. I think it is cool. I sometimes wear to the right and wear to the left.
Okay, so I think we've exhausted hair. Let me ask you about the process of being on X Factor. Okay, let me ask you about because it wasn't an easy ride necessarily for you from day one, was it? Simon Cowell appeared early on, at least, to be unconvinced that you had what it took. So how did that feel for you being up there and him saying things which seemed, you know, a little bit nasty, in actual fact, some of the things he said?
I think in a way, it kind of like made a huge, massive impression, because everyone's like, oh my God, what's Simon Cowell doing? Oh my God, he's like saying mean things about those two guys.
Evil creatures.
Yeah. Well, he said that, didn't he? He said you were...
It's if we were like monsters or something, or like, you know, kind of a goblin or something.
Yeah, like, because it's a scary movie. We don't actually see scary movies, but...
Yeah. But like,
you don't watch horror films? Not old
and
enough?
it's kind of weird. One week he said, what did he say? That we look like an exorcist or something?
Like our
heads, or something like that.
Like our
and
heads
then we
don't move that
movie.
much. Like our heads don't move that much.
Okay, so, and did this upset you, hearing him say this stuff?
I don't know, in a way I was kind of like, he's saying everyone else is amazing, he's saying that we're bad, so we're kind of unique in a way.
Yeah. You see, I like that positive view of the world. That's a good way of looking at things.
I know, but it's cool because, like, he started up the whole entire show in England. Like, you know when he's bringing it to America?
Yeah.
So, like, we wouldn't have even been here without the X Factor, so thumbs up, Simon.
Yeah, so you've come out of it. You've come out of it. Hey, certainly, and he kept you in the final stages, didn't he?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the thing when the whole thing like got to that stage, I think he just didn't understand the whole thing, and he just saw that we had like.
You
don't
think Simon Cowell understood the X Factor?
No. Like there's so many when we were in like the bottom two, and then he decided to put a deadlock because he couldn't like make a decision because it was like, oh, he's just going to put John Edward out.
It was a tough call, yeah. And he must have realised by then that people were tuning in to see you, to see what you'd get up to that week, and see what they would all say about you.
Because like I think at that moment everyone was kind of like thinking, oh my God, this is Simon Cowell's moment, like, get rid of John Edward. But then I think that he thought of, like, our fans who, like, stood outside the X Factor house every single day.
Yeah, like, they're covered it, like, I like guys who have a shower and they're just outside all day, wet, because of the rain and the snow. But it's kind of cool. We give a shout out to all you guys. They're outside the studio right now.
Are they outside right now? Okay, well, that's nice.
Can we get a camera there? No, there's no camera out there.
Now, but you weren't, and this is not me being unkind, but you weren't the strongest singers necessarily on the show. You don't necessarily have the best voice that was on in that series.
But like, I think that me and I, like, during the show, like, we did like Rock DJ, Under Pressure, and all those type of songs. Like, they're all really great songs for the show. But like me and I, we do pop singing. Like, I know, like, we haven't showcased our abilities, and everyone thinks people are like, you can't sing, you can't dance, you can't do anything. Well, I think that at least like
who says that about you?
I don't know.
Louis Walsh.
I think I'm a bit paranoid.
I like watching you perform. You know, I know what you're saying. You're not necessarily the most brilliant dancers on the planet. You're not necessarily the most brilliant, but I think it's fun to watch Jedward perform. Don't you agree, ladies? I mean, it's just good fun because you look happy to be there. The Ghostbusters thing was great fun. The thing you did with Vanilla Ice was great fun, and that's the single I know as well. We're going to show a bit of the video. We've just been given this. No one else has seen this yet.
Oh, this is like a world exclusive, guys. Get ready. Where's the premiere happening?
Okay.
It's happening right here, right now.
Okay.
Desk.
Can you be quiet for just a second?
Okay.
Just a second. Hold it. Let's enjoy this. A little bit of John and Edward silence for you. You haven't seen that before on TV. Okay, here we go. This is the new single.
Yeah.
The first single.
The first single. Like, it was so cool working like Vanilla Ice.
Could I show it? Could I show a little bit of first, and then we could chat about it?
Go for it. It's like a rocket taking off or something. Just you do your thing. On your marks, set, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm messing, John.
Thank you. Here it is now. Have a look at this. This is Ice Ice Baby.
Pressure on people on the streets. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping, quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them.